Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Look at Hitman 2. I'm not going to bury the lead on this one. Hitman 2 is excellent. Hitman 1, I mean, we're getting into the whole reboot. How many movies can they make that are called Spider-Man 1? You get the idea. I'm talking about not 1997's Hitman or Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. I'm talking about Hitman 2016, the episodic game that came out, published by Square Enix, developed by IO Interactive 2 years ago. That game, played through it all on the stream, ended up being probably my favorite game of 2016 and kind of a sleeper game of the year pick for a lot of people, actually. I feel like when it first came out, it got a little bit of a collective, mostly as a result of the episodic style, maybe taking away a little bit of the luster for a certain subset of people. Once you played it, a beautiful, murdery sandbox. So far, I played about 6 hours of Hitman 2. I've only played 2 maps. There's a lot to get into here, and we're going to play one of the 2 maps that I've already played several times through in order to demonstrate what I think makes Hitman 2 so good. But yes, I purchased this with my own hard-earned Canadian dollars. It is a full-price game. I have zero regrets whatsoever. If you loved or liked Hitman 1, I think you are going to be a big fan of Hitman 2. That's my opinion of it so far, despite having not completed the game yet. So Sean Bean arrives in 12 hours. An elusive target, if you're not familiar, is kind of like a daily challenge in most other roguelite games. And I will make the case, without it being a hot take, that Hitman is kind of a roguelite. It's also, of course, a third-person action-adventure game, but that's beside the point. Every time you play the game, it's a little bit different, if you want it to be a little bit different at least. These are one time only. You only get one chance to do it, and then there's leaderboards that rank accordingly. They do them like once every month, once every 6 weeks or so, and they're starting off with a celebrity one here. Anyway, we're going to go to the story mode. We're going to play Miami. I'll let the cutscene play when we select it. First, we might have to plan for the mission. And then we're going to it'll take us probably roughly a half hour to get through the mission. I've done it before, so I know what I want to do. I'm going to do a little vertical slice to demonstrate like one chaotic way to complete an objective, and then like one kind of like scripted story way to complete an objective. So what I want for this is I don't want fiber wire. I want a briefcase. Inside of the briefcase, I'm going to put a sniper rifle. Now, these are things, by the way, you could take a variety of things, silenced pistols, unsilenced pistols, classic fiber wire. A fish, and you might think a fish is silly. That's because Hitman's a silly game. At least since its rebirth. Absolution was silly, but maybe a little bit too far. Hitman 2016 and 2018 are silly, and it works. These are games that don't take themselves too seriously. It's just like a glorious mousetrap of violence. The fish is actually amazing. I can't remember if it's contraband, like if people will be suspicious of you for holding a fish, but it's basically a non-lethal, infinite-use melee item. You might also be able to throw it to knock people out, but I'm going to take a lockpick instead, because, oh, sorry, no, I don't want to smuggle a lockpick. I want to smuggle the sniper rifle, and then, why would we use a coin when we could use a superior coin, which we got for playing so much of Hitman 2016, and then our smuggled items, I don't know what I would want to smuggle. Let's take, the Pale Duck, which is a remote explosive. And, for outfits, again, some of these are from Hitman 2016. For outfits, let's go with the Requiem suit. It makes us look like the world's greatest Uber driver. And we will start just at the starting entrance. We'll play on difficulty professional. I'll let the cutscene play without talking over it to give you a little bit of a feel for what the storytelling is like. I'll be honest with you. I think the story in Hitman and Hitman 2, very secondary. Not executed that well, but at least the mission intros have a nice presentational quality to them.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. Thousands of eager fans are gathered for the final laps of this unexpectedly close race. Sierra Knox is expertly piloting her red Kronstadt car. Her father, Robert Knox, roams the nearby expo building where Kronstadt is showcasing its new prototype car. The Kronstadt RK Mark III has seen fierce competition from the Chinese Kowloon Heavy Industries' new racer. Moses Lee, CEO of Kowloon, has taken a dominant lead and looks invincible. The stakes are as high as they can get.
Alright, so that basically starts us off there. Some of the other mission intros are a little bit longer than that, but I will say the cutscenes that play in between the missions, there's voice acting, but they don't sync the lips to the voice acting, and it gives off an air of honestly being a little bit cheap. And I understand the game was made under, I don't want to say financial duress, but, you know, the future of Hitman is uncertain, and I've also heard that so far, Hitman 2 is not selling that well, and that makes me very sad because this game is wonderful, as you'll see for yourself. Maybe the story stuff isn't executed that fantastically, but the environments, in particularly, like, the levels so far are so good. The only other level I've spent significant time in is the tutorial, but the fact that we spent an hour on the tutorial just testing out different ways to do stuff is kind of indicative of that in and of itself. Anyway, I'm gonna start here by just looking at mission stories. These are new to Hitman 2, and these give you storylines, because the missions are meant to be repeated over and over and over. The secret about Hitman is that beating a mission, not actually that hard. What you want to do is beat it in fun and unique ways, and these give you a little bit of guidance. So we are going to do one of these. We're going to do the new army, and this is going to allow us to get a cool kill on Robert Knox, who is one of our targets here. But some of the other ones we've done, one of them is like this storyline where you blackmail Sierra Knox, and then you dress up as the mascot, and you meet her, and it's fun because you're wearing a funny costume. You can mess with the pyrotechnics, so after the race is over, everybody on the podium explodes. You can poison Robert Knox by posing as his favorite food truck purveyor, and then when he starts throwing up into the water, you just kick him in the back and he drowns. But I haven't done some of these other ones. We're gonna do the new army, but we're not gonna start with that. I'm gonna show you, yeah, because I think we wanna. I'm just trying to think about how I want to do this. I got a good vertical slice in mind. We're gonna do a challenge, which I don't know if those appear here. They do. We're gonna do a challenge I've already done. These are other optional things that you can do that gives you, basically, when you do these challenges, you get mission mastery. Mission mastery gives you more unlocks, including places to start. But we're gonna do this challenge: assassinate Sierra by sniping her car during the race, which is why we took the briefcase with the sniper rifle in the first place. So we're gonna start there. Then we're gonna do a little bit more of a story. So the levels are just unbelievably huge. Not just huge, but also like extremely well detailed. There's so much stuff to do in every single one. Like, I can't stress enough, this will be like my maybe 5th or 6th time playing through the Miami mission, each one being a little bit different. You know, this building, we'll go in it a little bit later to complete some stuff. It's a rich environment full of living characters that, you know, all play a part in getting the murder to come to fruition. Every single one of these, like, zones that we go into, and actually we don't want to go this way now that I think about it, but every single one of these zones that we go into has its own ways to manipulate them in order to get, you know, the desired outcome. I haven't done this mission story yet, don't worry about it. But when you see mission story revealing, most of the time you want to go kibitz on the conversation a little bit so you can unlock the storyline. So, again, most of this stuff is also trial and error. I've turned off some of the stuff that makes the game... Hold on, actually, I'm trying to think about it. I think I do want to be on this side. Let me go to the map real quick. Again, the level's quite large. So Robert Knox is in the building, but we want Sierra Knox, who's obviously driving on the track right now. So I want to be, like, right here. I think I figured out how to do it. Okay, give me a second here. We're going to do the sniper kill first, just because it demonstrates kind of the easy, quick, and dirty way to do things. Of course, we could just wait for the race to be over and then go shoot her in the head and hope for the best. But it's cowardice, right? That's another storyline there. Again, all of it's trial and error. It's a game that's designed to be played through multiple times. And actually, it gets substantially more fun the more times that you play it. And once you actually learn the way that the map works, you're going to be a happier man. So I'm trespassing here. I need a new outfit. I'm going to subdue this poor man. He's wearing a staff outfit that should give me permissions to walk around with this briefcase. You get more points the more elegant you are, in case you've never played Hitman games before. Killing non-targets loses you a lot of points. I think knocking them out might contribute to a lower score, but I'm actually not 100% certain on that. But what you see is what you get. You know, again, if you're just here to complete the missions, it's pretty easy. If you're trying to get the maximum score, thank you, he's letting me in. There's a lot of different opportunities for you to maximize your score. So because I've done the mission a few times, we should be able to walk through, I think it's this way. Yeah. So we got 2 staff members. They're race marshals. One of them's up there, and one of them's down here. So what we're going to do is just stash... Oops. That's not how it works. I was going to say I'm going to stash the briefcase, but you know what? I'll wait it out. We're going to wait for one of these guys to come down here. We're going to knock him out, drag his body into that thing over there, knock the other guy out, take his outfit, and then complete our challenge. Now, part of the fun of Hitman is just seeing, you know what? Like, we could wait 5 minutes and test that, or the other thing we could do, never mind. I was going to be a little bit reckless. I'm happy I chose not to, because now we can do things the cool way. Oh, he's freaking. What's wrong? Is that my coin? I did drop my coin back there again. Alright, so I knocked him out with the briefcase. We're going to pick it back up. Get our coin. Yas, queen. Drag him. And I already know this is going to work. You don't have to worry about it. So usually the sight read of a Hitman level, at least for me, is a lot of accidentally getting into trouble and then getting out of trouble by shooting my way out or throwing as many sharp objects as is possible. That's fun in its own right. You know, there's a certain kind of controlled chaos there I'm a big fan of. However, I also, you know, there's a certain joy to the mastery, to knowing exactly what you're going to do, stacking up the bodies appropriately, taking the exact right outfits, and then exfiltrating with the same outfit that you came in with. So it's almost like you weren't there in the first place. Not to mention erasing security cam footage. Lots of stuff to do different score attacks. All right, so continue to be drug, please, and then dump them in here. All right, so our first objective should be pretty easy to take care of here. All we're going to have to do is hit the car. Take our sniper rifle out. She is a red car that comes after a green car because she's in second place in the race. So we're just going to crouch down. Controller aim is a little spotty. I am playing this on the 360 controller. I could use the mouse for this section. Oh, that aim smoothing. You know what? We're not going to do that. Okay, be ready. Here they come. I screwed it up really bad. The gunshot was heard. People are searching for me. I'm just trying to think if I want to take a second shot or if I want to drop the gun. I hear people close by, but I think I'm willing to take a second shot. No! No! It worked! Alright. That's alright. We deserve to die on that one. We're going to load from our earlier save. We're going to try to be a little bit more elegant about that. I don't know. I think the first shot, it got blocked by the glass, but I'm not sure. So we're going to have to start over from, like, maybe a couple of minutes back here. Didn't go as smooth as I would have liked, but that's okay. Now we know we can't shoot through the glass. And you always learn a little bit, a little on every single Hitman run. You know, you come out stronger having done it. Now we should have saved later. Don't take my coin. We should have saved later so we didn't have to do all this dragging again. But it's okay. It's going to work for us. And then we'll save after it's done. So yeah, this is not really like a stylish way to get the kill. It's more stylish than just shooting her in the face, which is usually the way that I end up completing missions the first pass through. Like, the way that I like to play the game is, hold on, there we go. The way that I like to play the game is you know, you give yourself 2 tries. On the first try, please pick them up. Thank you. On the first try, just beat the mission. Learn the layout of the map. If things get dicey, pull out your gun and start blasting. The second time through, start doing some of those mission stories. And you don't even have to, I mean, you could do the mission more than 2 times and every time will be a little bit different. I mean, like, they are completely different. Like, one of the ways you kill Robert Knox is by, one of the cool ways at least, is you play the part of his food truck, his favorite food truck owner. That entirely takes place at the marina. You don't have to get your hands dirty at all. You just poison him, basically, and then maybe kick him into the water to finish the job. Another way that you're going to do it that you'll see later is completely different, and I don't want to bury the lead on that one yet. I don't want to spoil it for you. So here's what we're going to do. Now's a good time to save. There's just like an absurd amount of variety in this game. People look at it sometimes and I think they get the wrong idea. They go, oh, well, Hitman, it's only got like 6 levels. That doesn't seem like very much for a, you know, a $60 game. But really, like, and not even in just like a lip service sort of way, every level is designed to be played, you know, multiple times. I don't even mean 2 times. I mean, like, you know, many, many times. Okay, please work. He's a god. So, drop your sniper rifle, run for your life. Now we're going to do the second part of the mission. How are we going to do it? Very simply. We should probably save after that. Just to be sure. Normally I wouldn't do this, you know, I'm a very hardcore Hitman player, but I'm going to save this time just to make sure I don't ruin it for later. He said, hoping nobody called his bluff. So I think this... Oh, breaking news, driver killed. I've never seen that before. I think the way that we want to go now is we go, you know, at ease, gentlemen. And we're happy to be at the marina. So I don't think I'm legally allowed to go in here, but I'm going to do it anyway. Excuse me, did I not start with a lockpick? Alright, never mind. I am not going to go in there. That's my mistake. That's the food truck owner right there. So if we wanted to, we could do that, but I've already explained to you how that goes. So let's do something that's a little bit more interesting. So as I go over here, there should be like a military guy. We'll wait for a safe moment, take his outfit, and then we're going to go for a meeting with Robert Knox, who is like a quadrillionaire. And basically, we're going to have his own creation ruin his life, and you'll see it for yourself once we do it. So you saw a little bit more of a, you know, a Joker-style way to get something done. Now you're going to see a little bit more of a Riddler-style way to get something done. So where's my military man? There he is. He snuffed out his cigar.
That is Ted Mendes.
And he's coming over to this side. I should have kept my briefcase, dude. It's an unlimited melee item. Instead, I'm going to have to use this coconut to knock him out. Very sorry about this, my friend. Okay. You know what? We're going to load because they saw it. I got performance anxiety. You know, with people watching me, I thought to myself, let's just get this done as quickly as possible. And then Paul Blart Mall Cop with his short shorts, he saw me. He decided he wanted to be a hero. Apparently, if you hit somebody in the head with a coconut, it's okay to pull out your gun and just start blasting. I wasn't going to kill him. I was going to put him in the wood chipper and then let the wood chipper kill him, just for your information. Anyway, we're okay with the race marshal outfit. That just, it went wrong. Is there anything in here? No. It'll work. I promise you this. And that's the thing, you know. Your mileage varies in Hitman based on your own propensity for violence. There's no right or wrong way to play the game. 95% of my Hitman 1 kills essentially came down to just having a sharp melee object and throwing it at the enemy, then running for the exit. I had a great time. It's one of the favorite games from the past 10 years I've ever played. But now, I'm taking a little bit more of a methodical approach, and I'm enjoying that just as much. You don't have to do the mastermind stuff. You don't have to do the save states and reloads. You can just, you know, make it an improvisational ballet of carnage if you want to. The game can be played both ways. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm just interested in making sure Paul Blart's not going to stop me this time. I think we can just wait for it and we'll be fine. Like, he has a patrol. He comes over here. And then once he's gone, we'll take his outfit. So we're going to pose as the general, and then we're going to basically get Robert Knox killed by his own creation. But just give it a moment. Give it a moment. Patience is a virtue, baby. Sometimes, you know, you're playing Hitman 2, you're like, I want to finish the level in 20 minutes. You're going to be doing a little bit more blasting. Crap. They're out of sync with one another. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Okay? Stash the coconut. You think this guy sees us? I don't know. He looks like he's lost in his own world. Gonna grab him. And then Yas, we're gonna drag him into this little garden shed over. Ooh! Briefly. No, that was trespassing. Okay. And we're gonna stash him in the wood chipper here. He's not gonna be much of a problem for us. Enemies can be revived, but only if another enemy finds them, which they're unlikely to do unless they're in the habit of checking the wood chipper. So thankfully, you know, this guy's on patrol. He's gonna walk back this way, and once he starts cracking up that cigar, we're gonna throw a coconut at his head, take his outfit, and then, you know, begin the downfall of Knox Enterprises. Turn right, please. 10 Hut, thank you. He ran. You're lucky. He's like, something's wrong. Please tell me you're not going inside. I think he's going inside. Here's the thing. Coins. Okay. It didn't get him. Crap, we waited too long. We picked 2 time-gated options here. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We gotta find a way to distract him. There's gonna be a lot of people watching. So I'm thinking... Hello, Robert. Wait, you're not Robert. I forgot your name. Mr. General, sir. No, he's not going in.
I found something.
No, he is going in.
And that's my problem? Oh, wait.
What have you done? You got security to move.
Okay, I'll check it out. Okie dokie.
Sir, it's very tough to murder you here. Oh, you know what? I think he got suspicious that we were hanging around him. And he's like, can you go check it out? Here's the thing. Sometimes the AI in Hitman is very, very, very stupid. It might sound like I'm making excuses for the game. It's an extremely good thing that the AI is stupid and predictable. It allows you to set up these situations, you know, where you hit the Rube Goldberg machine of destruction. Were the AI a little bit more intelligent, things would be impossible. Don't stand over the sprinkler. Are you out of your mind? I think it's a false dilemma when people are like, the AI in stealth games is stupid. I don't want the AI to be stupid or believable. I want it to be conducive to the environment of the most fun. Excuse me? Oh. That's right. I thought he got out of the wood chipper spontaneously. So just be cool. Don't crouch. Crouching creeps people out. Hello, mister. I am the marshal of the race. There's no reason to be suspicious of me. No reason whatsoever to be suspicious of me. Coconut to the face. Okay. Silent takedown. Nobody saw it happen. Ted Mendez, that's his name. So we're stealing his 5-star general outfit. And then I'm sorry to say, Ted Mendez, the sins of the father pass to the son. So you just gotta wait for it there. Okay. I had to make room. I didn't want to do it, but I had to make room, okay? It wasn't because I wanted to shred that guy. It's just because there wasn't room for another body in there. If there was room for another body, they could have gotten all cozy. To be honest, this is Miami. probably in that metal box, they would have died of, you know, heat exposure after a certain amount of time. But it is what it is.
Mr. Mendez, good
That's
to
me,
see you,
Mr.
sir.
Mendez.
The demonstration is scheduled to take place on the upper floor.
Oh, thank you.
Please feel free to use the stairs.
I will use the stairs. I will also take my identification card. So here's the thing. They're about to do a demonstration of some new android technology. What do the androids do? They murder. It's that kind of game. It's a murderous organization. So what they do is they scan like an ID card or a face or what have you, and then that becomes what they're going to target. So what we have to do is find a picture of our target and then scan it so that they target that instead of targeting server room, instead of targeting what they were previously going to target, which would be just the targeting dummies themselves. So what I have to do, and historically, I'll be the first to tell you, your boy is horrible when it comes to... Oh, there's an ID card there, I think. Is it the... It's just a building security... Oh, Derek McInnes ID card. I do not wish to scan this and get Derek McInnes killed. What I want to do is find the conference room. I'm hoping that's it right here. The conference room has a magazine. And the magazine has,
The victims were identified as Delgado Sicarios by their cartelling. And the
I mean, I murdered her earlier. I'm kind of surprised you would put her on blast as having a bad time through her lap. Just give me a sec. I did the exact same thing before. I can't figure out where the heck the conference room is. Reception? Not what I'm looking for. Oh, actually, the magazine might be in here. There's another building key. All this stuff is relevant, by the way. It's just not relevant for this specific quest line. Conference room? Conference room? Are you a conference room? Conference room! There we go. Alright, so there's a magazine in here. Photo of Robert Knox. Get ready. I know we're taking a little bit of the discovery out of it.
Are you thinking?
The point of that is just to not have this video be like 4 hours long. So we're going to scan a picture of Robert Knox into the targeting system. Please call your boss.
Robert, it's Derek. Mr. Mendez is here already. He's eager to get on with the demo.
Very true.
You should come by as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'm sorry for what has to happen here today, Derek. If we really wanted to freak him out, you know what we could do? Oh, I was going to say grab his picture and then drop it in front of him.
Nice day for it, isn't it?
Unfortunately, they won't let me be that creepy. Again, sometimes in Hitman, you got a little bit of wading around. You can see for yourself on the map. Robert Knox, he's walking over here. It's a good opportunity for me, though. You know, this is basically what my Hitman 2 experience has been like. When you actually turn the mission stories on and let them guide you, you can do the cool, hand-holdy, but really spectacular sort of environmental kills and storyline kills that are scripted for you. And those are a lot of fun. When you turn them off, you got to figure it out for yourself. It's reactive, improvisational, and both of them really highlight like the sheer amount of depth and variety that's inherent in every single one of these levels I've played so far. So I really, really like Hitman 2. I think it would be a shame if they didn't get to continue in this vein. This one came out non-episodic. So if that was a problem for you in the past, it is resolved now. I really recommend it. That's all I'm saying so far. There's other stuff I haven't played even. There's the Sniper Challenge. Ghost Mode is a 1v1 where basically whoever can get the first to a certain amount of points wins. It is only on Miami so far, which is this map right here, but still, they're trying. Okay, I know you're talking here. Pontificating. I would very much like for you to just walk in front of this thing and turn it on.
Fully equipped android medics seeking out wounded servicemen and injured civilians.
It's eager to get on with the killing, man.
Patching them up then and there. android pilots delivering payloads deep inside enemy territory with uncanny precision and minimal collateral damage.
I know you've been practicing.
All right, Mendez. It's
Yeah.
very straightforward.
Here we go.
Let me show you. I just pick any of the pictures on the desk, then I use the scanner to upload the biometric data. And Palace will do the rest.
Target acquired. WB.
Obviously, the final system won't rely on you manually feeding it biometric
Okay,
data.
please walk in front of it so I can rescan the photo.
This is a pivotal moment.
He's gonna do it.
Conflict solution.
Scan picture. Photo of Robert Knox.
Palace is entirely.
Target acquired. Robert Knox.
Damn it. Shit.
Both targets down. Well done.
He's done.
47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon.
The other thing I love about Hitman is the lack of realism inherent in you being able to just like right after. Oh, sorry, that's trespassing. Excuse me. Oh, apparently trespassing is a capital offense now. So here's the thing: if I wanted to get the maximum score, I would go at this point. Erase the security camera footage, change into my original outfit, and then exfiltrate. Instead, you son of a gun. You got a lockpick on you, dude? Anybody out here got a lockpick? You got a key card or something? All right, we'll go exfiltrate through the normal, or the easy ways, I should say. People are searching for me now, unfortunately, but
Robert and his daughter.
here, you got some cool stuff going on here, I'm sure. Anyway, all I'm getting at is we're doing things the easy way. Or the less, Oh. I didn't know that there was another magazine of Sierra Knox. Maybe we can get them both killed by the android. The less elegant way is the way we're going to do things, I guess is what I mean to say. I wish that I had actually taken the lockpick with me. Unfortunately, I am a fool and an idiot. Hold on. Now I can't get to the helicopter, which is right here. I gotta run through the whole environment instead. Excuse me, sir. I need to leave. This is the more zany way to play Hitman. Oh, Lord. I didn't know you could just...
Over there!
Look, you did that to yourself. I was happy to live and let live. We've had conflicts with each other in the past, so be it. So oh, what are you doing, dude? Stop that. We're really getting an opportunity to see all three sides of Hitman. I'm actually probably gonna... I was just gonna say I'm probably gonna die. Let's try to do that in a better way. I'm not demonstrating good Hitman skills right now. We must have a... What time is it right now? 8:59? So we want this one. We're not demonstrating good Hitman skills, I'll level with you, but that's okay. We made a mistake, we got impatient, started stabbing people in the face, got in a little bit of trouble. So this is after both eliminations have taken place. We can still hold this. Oh, but this is also after our disguise has been discovered, so I don't know if I'd recommend it. Either way. We're just gonna run to an exit. We're gonna get a terrible score. I wouldn't say that's by design, but it's not unexpected.
Christ's sake.
And we're just gonna go to... Like, usually there's a few different spots where you can escape from. One of them is usually where you came in. If you get the... Ooh, Ruka sneezes. If you get the right kind of environmental stuff on this one, you can escape in a speedboat. You can escape in a helicopter. You can escape by flapping the mascot's wings. We don't need to talk about that. We're just gonna go back to basically whatever one's closest to us. Oh, maybe I can also erase... I can erase the security footage here. So, I mean, our score is gonna suck. Thankfully, that guy was asleep. But it might not be too bad. And then I'm trying to see... I think this will take us back to where we need to escape, but I might be on the wrong side of the map. We're not on the wrong side of the map. It's just kind of a long walk. But that's okay. So this will be, it's a pretty good, I know I keep misusing the phrase maybe, but a pretty good vertical slice of what's going on in Hitman. It's a large, sprawling game. Don't let the fact that there's a small number of levels trick you. You know, Absolution had something like 14 or 16 chapters, but a lot less freedom. What they've done here, instead of widening the game, they've definitely deepened it. And I think it's better for that. So far, I don't know if there's I mean, again, I've only played a little bit of Colombia, and then the tutorial in New Zealand, and then a lot of time in Miami. I don't know if I'd say that any of the maps that I've played so far are Sapienza worthy, but, you know, it took a while to appreciate Sapienza even. So,
Thanks for making me feel safe, sir.
you're welcome. You're welcome for making you feel safe. But the levels feel extremely good so far, and I can see myself spending a lot of time with this. Definitely one of the most fun experiences I've had in 2018 so far. So we're going to escape and get a terrible score. It might say we have 2 stars. We don't. That was my previous attempt that was not on camera. And as you can see, even after all the stuff that I've done, you know, I played through this mission 4 or 5 times, maybe 5 or 6 times now. I still have 80 challenges to do if I want and 3 mission stories. So, like, we've barely scratched the surface despite playing through this a few different ways and multiple different times. But anyway, replan mission, okay. It's Hitman 2. So far, not just good, but extremely good. I'm having a wonderful time. I hope that you've enjoyed the episode. It's available now across all major platforms except for the Switch, I think. Anyway, check it out. If you were interested in Hitman 1, maybe the episodic nature puts you off, check out Hitman 2. It seems faithful to the last one so far. Lots of new content coming out, including these elusive targets. Levels are deep, varied, replayable. Just an absolute arena of annihilation. I'm trying to come up with as many blank of blank as I can throughout this episode. Really having a good time so far. I think that's all that needs to be said. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, helps the radio. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'm playing through Hitman 2's campaign every Sunday at twitch.tv/Northernlion at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And then sometimes sneaking it onto the NLSS to try some of the zanier kills throughout the week. And of course, if you want to pick up Hitman 2 for yourself, you can do so with the link in the video description below on Steam or on your major platform store of choice. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. See ya!